before the TA, do you like Cardano? I know you
Yeah.
talk about it sometimes in your channel. What are your thoughts for our audience?
Yeah, so I like Cardano a lot, and it could be a huge concurrent for all other smart contract platforms out there, especially for Ethereum. Now Cardano, in my opinion, Cardano is heavily undervalued when you compare it to Ethereum. So I think almost $3, $2.86 where we are right now, it's nothing. I think Cardano can be worth thousands of dollars in the future.
Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. My name is Aaron with my brother Austin. Today, we are joined by TA expert, AM Crypto. I know him as Alex, but he is a Bitcoin hodler since 2015. He's an angel investor. And like I said, TA expert. We've referenced him on the channel before. Today, he's going to talk to us about Bitcoin, short-term, long-term outlooks, Cardano, Solana. There's another coin that you want him to cover in the future. Maybe we'll have him on again in the future. Let us know in the comments. But Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. And you guys?
Excellent.
Yeah, really good, man. Really good. We've talked about you on the channel a little bit before. As people know, you're a profitable trader. But for those who don't really know a lot about you, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Alex. I have my own YouTube channel with now around 16,000 subscribers within 2 months. I'm originally from Germany. I'm trading professionally the last 4 years already. And I went from $5,000 that I had to my name to 2 million within 10 months from 2018 to 2019.
And I just want to say, like me personally, I don't trade because I know I would lose my money. Obviously, I leave it to the experts. For the folks at home, you gotta, be knowledgeable and be studied on this stuff. It's not easy, or else everybody would do it. But having said that, Alex, I'd love for you to take us into some charts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, first of all, I was not an expert when I started. I became one along the way. So let's get here into some charts. So we will start here quick with Bitcoin on the 4-hourly chart, because there is something that you don't see that well on the daily chart. So I will get into the daily chart later. So here you can see on the 4-hourly chart that we have over and over in the last couple of weeks formed here these falling broadening wedges. And then we broke them always with a big move to the upside. So also here, the most recent one, this one here also at the same characteristic, and now we are again in one, and now we are finally breaking it to the upside. So what I would like to see here with that 4-hourly candle to actually close in 1 hour at the level where it is, and then go a little bit higher and actually claim here the 0.786 level on the Fibonacci extensions. So, and you can see here on the 4-hourly chart, also when I go into the daily chart, that we got here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. If we include today's candle, if we not get higher over this level, then we got 11 times rejected from this price level. So, and there you can see that this is a crucial level for Bitcoin to overtake here in terms of to get into 50,000 and beyond, also in the new all-time high. But the minute we are closing a daily candle above this level, we will see here another huge move in Bitcoin directly up to $51,000 in my opinion. So a $2,000 move that could be in one single hourly candle happen, because between this green zone here, which is now support of former resistance, and this red box now resistance, there is a void on the visible range on the volume profile. So that means historically there's not a lot of trading history and price action. And based on that, the Bitcoin price could just rip through that level all the way up to the next resistance. So, and yeah.
So would you say that, just generally speaking, for Bitcoin in the crypto market in the short term, are you bullish? Are you bearish? What's your take on the current state of the market?
So I actually would like to see how this weekly candle closes to pick a preferred direction, because right now it's kind of no man's land. Nobody knows exactly where we are going. And the weekly candle looked really bearish until yesterday. So, or let's say until this recent pump. Now I have actually to go and look again how it's looking. I had to today, no time to look at it. But it could be that the candle is now green or close to get green. And
well, this is the daily. This is the daily. You said weekly or daily?
Daily. Yeah. So now when we go into the weekly, on the weekly, you see the candle is still red. So if this weekly candle would stay like this, then I would definitely flip more bearish. So, and because then this looks like, when I take now the Fibonacci extensions here away, 1 second here. So there. So then this looks like a topping formation. So, and that would be heavily bearish. And then I would also, and I said it also on my channel, I would close down my positions that I have based on this candle when we close like this, because yeah, it is super bearish if this candle stays red for this week. If it's green, then I will obviously keep my positions, because then we will definitely go higher and break all these resistance levels, and we will see really, really soon a new all-time high.
What is your degree of confidence in terms of the breakout or the breakdown as of now?
So when we go now back to the daily chart, my confidence increased heavily more to the bullish side with this candle formation here that we are seeing right now, because this is called a morning star and it is a reversal pattern. It is a bottom or reversal pattern. So, and yeah, because it is a reversal pattern, it means we change the trend. So, and in this case, it would mean we change the trend from a downtrend back to an uptrend. So, and then the only question is, how far will that last? You know, so, but in my opinion, if this daily candle closes as it is, and preferably over 49,150, then I will become a super bull.
I appreciate you keeping it real. And, you know, for the folks at home, link to Alex's channel is in the description below, because obviously, you know, his opinions and outlook is going to change as, you know, new information comes up. You know, I know like we're saving, you know, the big Bitcoin price prediction to the end. Curious to know what you think about that. Did you want to switch into Cardano or Solana or anything else to say about Bitcoin in the short term?
Yeah, so in the short term, I'm also watching the BLX chart. So it's obviously also on the weekly scale. So, and in my opinion, we will stay here in a bull trend as long as we stay here on that parabolic curve that we have here. And we have seen over and over again that when we came down to the curve, that we just touched the curve and bounced off it back to the upside. So we could here technically see in the next 2-3 weeks another touch, but it would be still a lower high, and the structure would be still intact to keep this bull run. And we will then most likely see another bounce to the upside.
A higher low.
Yeah.
Yes, I like it. All right, interesting.
Yeah. So now I can go into Cardano. So here in Cardano is also something really interesting unfolding right now. And I was talking.
And real quick, just before the TA, do you like Cardano? I know you talk about it sometimes in your channel. What are your thoughts for our audience?
Yeah, so I like Cardano a lot, and it could be a huge concurrent for all other smart contract platforms out there, especially for Ethereum. Now Cardano, in my opinion, Cardano is heavily undervalued when you compare it to Ethereum. So I think almost $3, $2 here, 86, where we are right now, it's nothing. I think Cardano can be worth thousands of dollars in the future.
That's saying a lot, man. Thousands of dollars in the future.
I mean, that would be mass adoption. Like that is, if the Cardano holders are right, you know, that's
Yeah, exactly. So if Cardano would get to the market cap of Ethereum, then yes, we could see here a couple of $100 or even $1,000 for Cardano.
In the comments, let us know what you think on that statement. And please, AM Crypto, take us through what you're looking at in the Cardano price chart.
Yeah, sure. So here on the shorter time frame, on the 4-hourly time frame, we see that Cardano was forming here this symmetrical triangle, and we were bouncing between support and resistance. And now we are breaking out of it. So it depends, obviously, how you look at it. You could also say it's a bull pennant. So, but with the symmetrical triangle, you have a more conservative target. So here with the breakout now, it would bring us to $3.11. And when we treat this as a bull pennant, then it would be around $3.30. So, and in my opinion, a bull flag or bull pennant makes here more sense because we get more confluence than with the next logical target, and that is the golden ratio here, the 1.618 and the 1.65 at $3.40, $3.44. And I believe we can reach that target before the 12th of September when the mainnet actually goes online and live. So I believe we could even see $6 at the 12th of September.
Well, it's way above the golden ratio.
Sorry?
That's way above that golden ratio, right?
Yes, yes, it is basically almost double the golden ratio. But here comes now the reason why I believe that could happen. It will only happen if we get the next couple of days over $3 because $3 is a heavy resistance zone. And we can see that if I draw here a line like this. So every time when we come up here to like $2.91, Cardano gets stopped and smashed down from this level. So, and that is because we get so close to $3, which is a psychological barrier right now. So, but once we clear this, I think we'll see a really quick move to the golden ratio. So, and if that happens in the next couple of days, let's say the next 4 days, then we can also get to $6 until the mainnet goes live. But I think then we will also see a severe correction afterwards.
Interesting. I like it. So you'd say bullish on Cardano in the short term, but waiting and watching, and bullish on Cardano in longer term.
Yeah, absolutely bullish.
Cool. Anything else on Cardano before I move to Solana?
Yeah, so there's also a bearish case here. So, and that would be if this would be just now a fake out, so that we just go a little bit higher and then roll over and then go down. So then we could technically come back here to the 1 of the Fibonacci extension. But this is giving us a massive support for quite a while already from here, this zone, and now also here when we came down 4 days ago. So that would be the level of support that I would look for. If I would not have had already entered Cardano, that would be actually a nice entry for all the viewers that are looking for an entry. If we turn here bearish and we fake out here and come under this symmetrical triangle or bull pennant, then there would be actually a really nice entry to then take advantage of the bounce.
Something I love about your analysis is you go over both the bull and the bear case. So many TA people will just talk about the bull case, but I love how you just give different probabilities or different options, because ultimately nobody knows the future, but based on the TA, this is what you're seeing.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I try to keep it as objective as possible, but obviously the bull in me sometimes is overtaking the bear, so that happens quite a lot. But yeah, I try to stay objective as much as I can.
Totally
Relatable.
Yeah. So should we then get into some Solana here? I'm sure a lot of your viewers would love to get here into Solana right now.
Hell yeah.
If you like Solana, let us know in the comments. Let's do it.
Yeah. So here on Solana, we have seen today actually that we created here a new high at $130. So when we take the Fibonacci extension level, then the next logical target would be again the golden ratio up here. So, and that would be almost at, it is technically at $200. So, and I believe Solana can come here in the short term up to $200. But again, it is a psychological level at $200. And I think here we could also see at least a correction to the next Fibonacci retracement extension level here to the 1.236 to $150. In my opinion, that would make a lot of sense to come back to this level. But then, if we are not starting to go sideways and we go straight back up, then I think also $200 will be smashed through and we get higher. So, but I would also, again, to cover the bear case, and for that, I have to use the retracement levels. And there we see if we are not getting higher from here, then we could see a 50% drop to the golden ratio, because we would go back to like $58.662, which is more or less from the high 50%. So that is something that we should be aware of. So we have to see here quite quickly some follow through. I will have you look at the volume, how the volume is looking. Oh, can I get some volume here? Okay, that's strange. So the volume is broken for Solana. That maybe means there is too much volume. So good for the bulls. Yeah. So, but yeah, we need to see a follow through that that the Solana bulls keep pushing here. Otherwise, we could see that that we lose here steam on this upwards trajectory and then roll over and then see this major correction, because we are here on a massive run with no real correction yet. So there will be definitely a heavy correction at some point.
And really, it might depend on what Ethereum does too, or even like Bitcoin, if Bitcoin has a massive move.
Yeah. So I think the Solana run got definitely fueled partially by Ethereum's run. And then obviously, then later on also by Bitcoin. When Bitcoin also pushed higher, we could also see in major coins that they were also then pushing higher. But it seems that Ethereum is leading the pack right now.
Definitely. I say let's flip the camera around and then let's finish off and talk big picture end of the year.
Yeah, okay.
Perfect.
All right, so I want to remind everybody from our audience, links to Alex's YouTube channel is in the description if you want to give him a follow. He does pretty much daily videos, just keeping you in tune with what he's doing in the market and the trades he's making. Alex, let's get right down to it. What are your current thoughts on, I guess, your long-term thoughts on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and either end of cycle or end of year predictions for Bitcoin?
So for Bitcoin, my end of cycle prediction would be between 160,000, 180 to 350,000, in that kind of range is, I think, the end of cycle top for Bitcoin. I know there are a lot of analysts out there. They are calling for 250, 280, 380, 360,000. And I think if you have like a conservative target that's at the lower end and one that is actually then more the optimistic one, I think we will kind of find the middle in between with the sweet spot for Bitcoin. So it could be that we top out somewhere in between. So, but that's like the range that I think that we're going to hit, 180 to 350K end of cycle.
And when you say end of cycle, what range of time are you thinking?
So I believe that this could be next year, that we have the end of cycle next year. I can not tell at what point exactly, because normally when we compare this cycle to other cycles, the top should be in early next year. But because we are now in an absolutely total different market than we were all the years before, this could just go on until next year, autumn or even winter. So with all the money printing, all the inflation all around the world, so it could be just extended.
Just like the stock market in the US.
Yeah, just keep going up.
And from your opinion, the people that say we're going back and we're retesting 20K, do you buy into that or no?
So I say there is a probability that we could go back to 20K, but in my opinion, we will not hit the 20K before we have hit 100.
Interesting.
Excellent. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. We'll probably have Alex on again in the future, so we'll probably cover some other coins, or maybe a few months from now if Bitcoin changes or Ethereum. Alex, final thoughts for the Altcoin Daily audience.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy the content there, obviously from you guys. And yeah, thank you for having me here again. So I appreciate every time that I'm on your channel, and also everybody that is following me from your channel. I got so many comments that were saying, yeah, I'm coming from Altcoin Daily, So I think in the first 2-3 videos, it was like 90% were coming from you guys. So you have a strong community. I really love the people that came over to me and also showing me some love. And yeah, keep definitely doing what you're doing, guys.
That's really good to hear, man. That's awesome. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, thank you, guys.